Okay, let's have a look at, I have £100 and I decide to invest it in the bank. The interest rate is 5% interest. The bank's going to pay me 5% interest for every pound that I put in over a year. How much money would I have after 5 years? When it's year 0, that's when I put the money in, I'm going to have £100. 1 year later, I'm going to have my £100 and my change factor, the factor that I'm going to be increasing, is 1.05. I'm increasing 5%. So I've got my original 100 plus another 5%. 5% is the same as decimal 0.05. So if I increase my 100 by 5%, I will then, after 1 year, have 100 times 105, which will be £105. Okay? After year 2, I not now only have £100 anymore. I have the £100 that I made plus the interest that I got from last year. So this is what I had. This is my 105, you can say. But I can keep it in terms of this. The money that I got at the end of last year, and now I'm increasing that by another 5%. So last year's money is also multiplied by 5%. Now this is not going to be 110 because I've not got £100 that I'm investing. I've kept the whole 100 plus the £5 interest I got. So the answer to how much money I'm going to have now, it's going to be the same as 100 times 1.05 squared. I'm getting interest on that 5% that I got there. Year 3, I'm going to have all of the money that I had from year 2. It's going to be the same as 100 times 1.05 times 1.05. This is what I had from year 2. It's just moving down to year 3, and now I'm increasing that by another 5%. So in year 3, I can simplify this expression to 105 times 1.05 to the power 3. So you can see the trend here. I don't have to write all of this out every year. I can say that in year 4, I'm going to have 100 multiplied by my change factor, 1.05 to the power 4. In year 5, I'm going to have 100 times my change factor, 1.05 to the power 5. So in 5 years, I will have £100 multiplied by 1.05 to the power of 5. How do we do that on our simple calculators? Well, what we do is we put in 1.05 multiplied by 100. This will give us the first year, 105. Then for year 2, we've already told it that we're increasing with 5% each time. So our calculator is smart and remembers that. We just press the equal sign and we get automatically, for year 2, it would have been £110.25. So it's not a lot, but there is a change. It's not just £110, it's £110.25. Year 3, we'd get £115.76. Year 4, we'd get £121.55. And year 5, we'd get £127.62. A lot of you, when you see this type of question, are tempted to just think £5 for 5 years, that would be £5 at 5 years, that would be an increase of £25. So if I'm getting £25 of interest, I'll add that to my £100. The amount of money that I have after my 5 years is £125. But look, you've forgotten that the money that you get in interest also gets increased by this factor 1.05 every year. So you end up getting £127. And if you're going to calculate it like this every time. First £110.25, then £115.76, then 100. It's going to take you a long time. But if you use this formula, 100 times 1.05 to the power of 5, use your calculator by setting it in. 1.05 times 100 equals 105, and then equals for year 1, equals for year 2, equals for year 3, equals for year 5. You get your answer directly as £127.62. Using this method will help get you C and A level points. Using this method will give you the right answer, but is showing E to C quality points. So if you want the higher points, you have to use the most mathematically effective method, which would be this one in this case. Good luck.